You know,
maybe that was the issue.
we didn't have a lot of priorities, didn't we?
No. Wow. Sick.
100 for 125.
Send it.
100 for 125.
Send it. Sorry.
No, you're good. You available for me to call you real quick?
Yeah, I am.
I gotta ask Corwin a question.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not even here.
Well, you are. You're just not, you know.
Yeah, just not here. Gotcha.
Howdy.
Howdy, howdy. How you doing?
I'm pissed.
Oh, God, what happened?
Apparently, Nakota backstabbed the PD today.
Yeah, 190.
What do you mean?
What's up?
Nakota didn't bring up the sheriff's office in the meeting until the mayor did. And then when the mayor brought it up, he said we didn't need the sheriff's office yet. And that we don't have enough people to have a sheriff. It's literally the exact opposite of what we talked about.
What?
Yes. I'm actually mad. Just in pure insanity. The mayor literally called me after he came to the PD, told me in person, and then called me and talked about it more for 15 minutes afterwards, saying that they're just holy shit. Like he's blown away. Everybody, they didn't even have a vote for it because he shut it down and he had no answers to any of the questions they had.
What the did the document that we talk about get proposed?
I gave all that shit to Duncan or to Nakota.
Really?
Yep. I gave all that shit to Nakota. I brought it up every day in the meeting. I wanted to talk to Nakota, but he went off duty. So I don't know if he's around.
This one?
I'm gonna
So I'm talking to Nakota tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna ask him. I say, hey Nakota, how'd the meeting go yesterday? Did you bring up the sheriff's office? And I want to hear what he has to say.
That's the only thing you should do. I was gonna say don't antagonize the guy because he does do a lot for the PD, but it feels like a spit in the face.
I mean, to me, that's not a you wronged Cornwood thing. That's a you wronged the damn PD. Oh Lord.
Dispatch.
We need
the 14 Bravo.
Okay.
The other EMS, can you come back here and pick up the 14
Corin, I'm
Bravo
gonna be honest with you, between you and I, and this is not out of spite. I've been making exclusive efforts to patrol up north. I'm gonna be making more efforts to be up here.
The only thing that we can do at this point is we just come up here and we just do everything up here and we start assigning people to come up here.
We have to. I don't know if we can assign, but we just need to start telling people, hey, we have a lot of shit going on up north. Let's Wait, you're right next to me. Where are you?
I'm going to that 14 Bravo.
Oh, okay. We're at the scene where Duncan was.
You know what's crazy to me, by the way? This morning, you know what Barrick tells me? There's a lot of people that are gonna say shit to your face, and then he said you'd be surprised. He said you'd be surprised how many people are gonna say something in your face, Cornwood, and then they're gonna turn around
and say something else
and say something else and act completely different. And I said there ain't no way in hell that shit's happening here because. You can be damn sure. That's literally like the whole argument against why they want things the way they are is to not have that cloak and daggers bullshit.
Oh.
You know?
I think it's good to bring up
integrity. And here we are. Yeah.
We need integrity. Like, if Nakota disagrees, we're here
to be honest and say why, and then we can talk about why and come up with a solution as to, because obviously there's maybe I'm wrong, but in my opinion, from what I've seen, a hell of a lot of people agree with me. But now I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, listen, I don't even know about that. That's just.
Nakota asked me for a $15,000 loan today.
Did he really?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. I just gave it to him. I didn't even ask him for anything extra. No interest, no nothing. Now he offered it, and I said, "Sure, whatever you want to do. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I ain't gonna ask you for that."
Yeah, I think the issue that I'm falling in line with what happened is that it was given to him in confidence. If he felt like it wasn't ready, why did he still take that information and then not propose it?
Oh yeah.
That I think is where I'm at with confusion. If if he had seen what you handed him, that we, respectfully, I think you did most of the work on, but I'm gonna say what we have been working on.
Well, I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's it's everybody. I don't give a shit about who did
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
I care about, who's gonna stand behind it.
100%. We all worked in our own capacities to make that document what it is, so that it wasn't an over encumbrance to read, but to also give the opportunity to shed light on what we feel being on patrol we need to focus on. And he took that, had the information in his hands, and then failed to even provide feedback for it. Now,
Yeah, he didn't give me any feedback actually.
now
I gave that shit to him.
I was gonna say, the fact he didn't give feedback then is one thing. Now it's possible. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. It's
Alright.
possible he didn't have a chance to, after the fact, maybe there was something that happened at that meeting that he felt he didn't want to bring up in the meeting and he wanted to talk to you about. Maybe he hasn't had a chance. So I don't want to give him too much of a blind eye until that conversation happens. Once you have the conversation with Nakota, then I'm sure that there'll be more information. Right?
Yeah.
I think at that point, here, give me 1 second. What's up, Al?
I'm gonna run back that blue Camaro. I just remembered that I was sitting running traffic. I saw a club pull up to that blue Camaro,
Okay.
get in it, and that blue Camaro was like 1060. So I'm gonna go take a look at that club.
Okay. Go for it.
All right.
You're right here. I think when that meeting happens between you and Nakota, oops, sorry. I think just knowing how he responds, it's possible he says, "Hey, Cornwood, something came up while I was, thinking about it. This is what I think." I want to give him that opportunity to shed light if he actually has something to bring up. It still feels backwards. The feedback should have started at the start, and I think most of us would agree with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count it out, but now the problem is, since that document is out there, the issue that I run into is, since it's out there, what new information can we now provide? I've been working.
Also, here's something else. If obviously you're against this shit, what are you going to take it from that thing and have arguments against whenever the time comes to propose it? Max Thoroughbred told me already. He told me he wants me at the next city council meeting. He wants me to speak.
God, I wish I could be there. My God,
Yeah,
I have.
hell, you should come with me.
What time does it happen? Because if you think
3 o'clock Pacific,
what time?
3 p.m. Pacific, I believe.
What on Saturday?
5 Texas.
I'll be there. If you think you can get me a seat at that table, I will be there. I want to.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think I need to roll in. Like, if we're doing this, we need to roll in deep. We show up with like 10 officers. And we're like, all
But
these people want the sheriff's office. And then they're like, oh shit.
Here's the issue though. This is where we may run into a problem. We want this.
Okay. Well, we need this, and here's why.
We need this. Here's the issue.
Okay.
We would be essentially going above Nakota, and at that point, mad disrespect on our liaison and the job that he has.
I agree.
I think a better solution is we get enough people to go to Nakota. Not to stop on
I don't think
him.
it matters. I honestly, I'm just being 100% honest. I would normally agree with you, but after what happened today,
But we don't have the full story. You
So
have
this is what I heard.
you have a strong opinion, and you have what Thoroughbred told you. You're hearing secondhand information. I think before jumping the gun.
I could call Malton and I could ask him.
No, I mean
happened?
that's fine too. That's still secondhand information. I think it would do you a service to talk to Nakota
I'll
yourself.
wait till tomorrow. Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't form as too strong of an opinion until you talk to Nakota, because we know at some point this is going to be needed. If he has an actual reason why he doesn't think it's needed now, I'd love to have his opinion on it, but I definitely don't think that we should jump the gun until we get verbatim what Nakota has to say about it. Respectfully.
Yeah. Because here's what I heard. I'll tell you. Max Thoroughbred told me that he knows this was an issue. He's talked to me specifically about this being an issue for weeks. He's come up to me specifically because he can see it as somebody who's not even in the police department that it's an issue. And this was like 3 weeks ago. He came to me, maybe 4. And then 2 weeks ago, he called me. and he said, "What the hell is going on in the police department? This is a disaster." And then last week he called me and said that. And then today was, "Hey, I was waiting for Nakota to bring up the sheriff's office the whole damn time, and it was 3 hours in, and Nakota hadn't even brought it up yet. So he brought it up himself, and then when he did, Nakota just dismissed the entire thing, basically, and said that it's not ready yet, and we don't have enough people."
I mean, rebuttal. We didn't have enough people to start the police department, but we still made it work. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's enough faces and enough names to...
Right. Exactly. And it goes, here's the thing, that argument goes against exactly what I told him the plan is.
What?
So it's like-
How did he respond to your stance on it?
I thought he thought it sounded good. I was under the impression that he thought it sounded good.
Okay.
Hell, I thought he wanted.
Gold, I would actually agree with you.
Him and I had a real heart-to-heart the first damn time I even rode with him, and he said he was worried that he thinks that, you know, the PD will never be like it was, and, you know, it's he misses everybody, and, you know, he wants that brotherhood, and this. And it's like, well, then what are you doing?
I think that brotherhood starts with. We've talked about this. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but we've talked about how brotherhood starts with personality, and, you know, that image of yourself. Do you see yourself in the county? You know, if that's you, we want to make that about you. We want it to be a UPD thing, but we still want to make it about you. And I made the point that, oh man, I made the point with you when we talked. Give me 1 second. Hey Duncan, I'll call you right back. I'm just finishing up a meeting.
Are you actually gonna call me back?
You got hurt. What the fuck do you want from me?
No, I mean, but
Yes, I
this
said
is like
I said I would call you back before, and then there was a 13 Bravo, and you laid on the ground for 20 minutes. Yes, I'm in another meeting. I'll call you back.
all right.
All right, bye bye. Duncan's like, actually call me back, and then he falls out of his car, and he wants to know why I didn't fucking answer my phone because you were on the ground.
Have a good one.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the point I was making to you when we were emailing back and forth, and sort of the point that I've talked with you about many times, even, you know, face to face, was that I want it to be I want it to be abundantly clear that we want Blaine County to be under the UPD. We want this to stay unified. We don't want to. We're not looking to fucking detach from the LSPD. That's not the goal here. And I don't see any harm in having a separate department still operating under a branch of the LSPD. I don't see an issue with that. In fact, I don't see anything negative to come out of that. We're not looking to do.
Good night, Nalini.
I don't know. Maybe, I mean, honestly, I feel like everything that you've had written up and everything that we've worked on at this point, and everything that we've done at this point, is only going to grow from here. And I think the only way that we can show that is needed is to continue to prove it. Have the conversation with Nakota tomorrow. We continue to patrol Blaine County. We continue to tag reports necessary. I mean, I don't even think we need to bring it up at the meeting. I think just reminding people, hey, if this happened in the county, just, you know, hey, make sure you're tagging it properly. And eventually, you know, the need's going to show in our reports. But I definitely don't think until you have that conversation with Nakota, we should spite him. Respectfully. Have that conversation with him first. Let's see where that leads us. Once we get the information, ask him, you know, how... I think the overall important question, and you can tell me differently, is ask him why it never got brought up. Once you ask him how it went and how the sheriff's office conversation went, once he gives you his answer, the question is, you know, because I would expect him to be honest with you to some degree. I think the follow-up question is, what do you need to see the potential? What does Nakota need to see the potential?
Yeah.
Because we need to just, I feel like we're showing it, but if he needs to see something differently, I'd love to know what that difference is.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll call it strike one, but I don't think we're out for the count yet. It's a little bit of a punch in the gut right now, but I think after we talk to Nakota and have that conversation with him, and you have that meeting at City Council, just be mindful that we don't want to go over liaison. I don't want that to be the image that you get or that anybody gets. We're gonna get this. It's gonna happen. We're on strike one. Let's make the improvements and we continue to grow.
Yeah, hell, you're right. But
I don't think brute force is always a tactic that works. I think sometimes it works negatively. That's all. We're passionate, but I don't think we have to be aggressive.
yeah, no, I mean you're right. I mean it's one of them. It all kind of depends on what he says tomorrow. I just want to hear what he has to say because I really feel like it's a damn slap in the face.
It 100% is, and you have every reason to feel that way. I would just, instead of hearing it from Malton or hearing it from the mayor, hear it from Nakota and have a productive conversation with him. And be honest with him. Just let him know and just say, you know, respectfully, based on what I've heard, it kind of felt a little bit insulting that we didn't have a further conversation if you saw something wrong.
Yeah. Hey, let's Callista messaged me. She said she's
Oh, she need help?
She needs help at Joshua Road.
All right. Yeah. 190 from 125.
10 traffic.
Are you Ocean King?
Hey, firm, Ocean King. I just solved the riddle of the blood.
Hey, firm. Dispatch 125, 76. Sandy Shores, 77 request.
Wait, I'm alone though, Flop.
I'm in Sandy. Stand by.
This is the second time you've abandoned me.
At 3.
We're not riding together anymore.
Oh, break. What is the 77 request for?
Bell asked for a backup.
Does she need more?
Negative. We're Ocean King.
I have a hunch that Blue Big Girl is gonna come back to grab their car that's parked up here.
Ugh.
I'll tip some right here.
I'm walking.
Hello?
What's up?
Okay. So the first thing, right, the resource management, that's manageable. Something seniors should be doing. Hopefully once we have more seniors, they're doing that as well. The other thing that is a more pertinent issue that I don't know if you can exactly fix it, Flop. But I brought this up before and it still rings true. I still notice it. There's a lot of cutthroat shit. People are willing to step on each other to get ahead for a perceived grab for power.
You've brought this up with me before, Duncan. If you have specific examples, great, but I can't work off of, you know, the assumption.
So did I tell you about the people? I got the people are talking talk.
Yes.
Okay, that was my example.
Okay, but I don't have names or anything, Duncan.
Well, yeah, because people are talking.
I
thought we covered that I don't know where it came from.
Well, if you don't know, how am I supposed to make the resolvement of it? Telling me that people are talking does not resolve an issue.
I don't complain about something unless I have a solution, and the solution is simple. I think.
Duncan, I heard that you have drugs.
Okay, I don't have drugs.
Okay, but someone told me that you did.
Okay.
Dispatch 120 tonight.
Who told you I had drugs?
Somebody. People talk.
Yeah, this is how I feel, Flop.
How do you think I feel? From my perspective, how do you expect me to resolve that issue?
Well, how do you expect me to find out who said it?
How do you expect me to resolve an issue that does not exist currently? As far as I'm concerned, if you can't give me a name of somebody who's giving you a blind eye or a cold shoulder, then how am I supposed to resolve the issue? And if that's happening, you are an adult and you're able to have that conversation with that person. But if you are hearing things, you heard it from somebody and somebody had to have passed it along to you. If you can't give me that, then how am I supposed to work on nothing?
I thought we already covered that it was a senior that brought me these concerns.
A senior that
people
brought
are
you these
talking.
concerns.
So I'm not supposed to tell the senior if they're anonymous feedback, I don't care.
Yes.
Is that what I'm supposed to say? Okay.
Dispatch 120.
I don't think that will go over well. I think it's meant to. It doesn't matter if it's anonymous. It's it's being told, so you need to work on it.
Okay. And did you tell that? Did you ask who that was out of curiosity? Who brought that up?
I did, but I'm not meant to know that.
Okay. Right now, it feels more like a senior told you something. You didn't agree with it, and you're coming to another senior to essentially.
No. Don't twist my words, please. Flop.
Okay, then why aren't you going to a captain with this? If you didn't feel like you got good advice from a senior, you expect me to punish another senior?
No, I got. Okay, no. I got. That's not the point. I got the good advice. What I'm saying is, I don't know who said the things, and still don't.
Okay, but what am I supposed to do about that right now?
Well, I'm just saying that is the culture that we have right now. People are,
Duncan, I don't see it. Respectfully.
You don't see it?
I don't see it. If you
It
see
could be because it might be a shift 2 thing.
If it's a shift 2 thing, then it's a shift 2 problem. If you're not around shift 3, I can't resolve that problem. You need to bring this up with York or literally anybody else. McNulty, if you can't get to either of the seniors, you need to ask for permission and say, "Hi, I need to speak to a captain," or go to a captain and just say, "Listen, I've talked to both seniors. I have not been able to get an answer. Can I ask you a question and not bother you?" And if they say talk to a senior, remind them that you already talked to them. Deductive management is very possible. But
I just want to get your opinion, okay? That's all I want right now. I've already covered that. I was just telling you the culture's not changed. That's all I was bringing up.
What culture, though?
The cutthroat culture of pushing each other down to get ahead.
No one's pushing you down to get ahead by giving you advice.
No one. Okay.
I don't see anything else parked around here.
No one gave me that advice. It was people were shit talking me to Ruby, and she went. And, I don't know. Flop. How am I supposed to know?
Okay, but if that's the case, then you need to bring that up with somebody. I can't resolve that.
Okay. My point that I'm trying to say is what I'm going to do this in the future, and tell me if this is the wrong way to do it. If a senior comes up to me and says people are talking, if they don't tell me who it is, I'm not taking the feedback.
That is a horrible way, Duncan. Respectfully,
you literally told me just to do that. You told me to do that.
Respectfully.
I think I'm a little confused here because you told me to do that.
No.
This is trespassing sign.
If you have done this to me once or twice before, where you have turned around and have said, "I'm just not going to take the advice. I'm just not going to do this." Enough with the childish behavior. I don't know how else to say that, Duncan. Let me talk.
Okay. Can I talk afterwards?
Let me explain my point. If you have a problem with a senior, another senior cannot resolve that problem. You need to go to a captain and explain that this is what's going on and that the advice you received didn't feel like it was something that you could actually learn from. And when you tried to explain it, you got shut down. I can't resolve that problem.
I think we're a little confused on this.
Wait, no. Let me finish. You saying that there's cutthroat behavior is because a senior told you something. And you were taking that individual example and you were perceiving it as the entire unified police department. That is not the way that we operate. That is not going to work here. And that's not something I'm going to accept. It just does not operate that way. You perceive it that way because of an incident you saw. If you only perceive the negative, you're only going to voice the negative. There is so much good happening in this PD. It is a waste of time to have to sit here and explain that there are other good things that happen in this PD to somebody who knows that there's other good things. But if you
Okay,
only see the
Flop.
negative, Duncan, you're only going to perceive the negative.
Okay, Flop. My issue isn't with the senior. And when I said, you told me myself that anonymous feedback should be disregarded. Did you not say that like 2 minutes ago?
No, that's that. My point is, if you ask the senior and they said no, and you feel like you haven't taken that advice, bring it to a captain. If you ask for what the anonymous feedback was specifically, then and you couldn't get an answer, and you feel like that is negatively affecting how you're going to learn from a mistake, another senior cannot do anything about that. You need to bring that above chain of command. Who's next in chain of command? A fucking captain.
Okay, I think we're a bit confused on what we're looking for here.
I am not confused. I think you're confused, Duncan.
Okay, I'm not asking for what to do about with Ruby bringing it up, or even that it happened. What I'm saying is, I think the general attitude is of people doing that is still around.
You just told me it's around, and now you're asking if it's around.
No, I said I think it's still around. That's all I want to do by bringing up this. It doesn't have to be this whole thing. I'm not asking for you to solve
and I
it.
told you, I respectfully, I disagree. I don't see it, and you told me no, Flop. This is the way that it is.
If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. But it's what I think, and it's not going to affect my work. I was just bringing it up. I was just letting you know.
Okay, and I'm going to let you know that I don't see it. I've given you advice on how to improve on that moving forward, and I'm going to tell you now that if your advice and your takeaway from this conversation is if a senior does that again, you're just not going to take any advice.
No, that's not.
That is literally what you said.
Okay, I think there's a little confusion here still. I don't know how this is happening.
You just said, well, if it happens again.
I mistook what you said.
I didn't
when
say
you
anything.
Said,
you had said that.
I don't know where I don't. Oh, I think I said something and I didn't say it right. But the confusion is that anonymous feedback, is it valid? And the answer is no. Okay, I got it. I won't do that childish thing.
The other thing too, Duncan, is some people come up with complaints, and it's our job to take the complaints, look at them, and talk to people. Sometimes we don't give the officer's name. Sometimes we don't need to give the officer's name. It depends on the nature of the complaint.
Okay, let's do the drug example then. You know, if someone, obviously I don't have drugs, but if someone said that and then the feedback to me was, Duncan, you got to stop doing drugs, you know,
like a local is driving it.
What the fuck am I supposed to do about that feedback?
Take it to a captain. I've given you my advice on this. If you don't feel like the advice was valid from the senior and you tried to get more explanation and you feel like it was wrong and it was from a senior, take it to a captain.
All right. Well, this was.
She's coming right for us.
I'm just gonna move on from this.
Okay.
Until it happens again.
Okay.
Which is what I said last time, and then it happened again. But, you know, there are times to charm, right?
Duncan, I'm on a call right now. We will talk soon.
No, I think we've covered everything. We're good.
Okay.
I don't need to bother you any longer. I'm trying to keep my calls under 15 minutes.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry for bothering you.
It's all good, Duncan. That's why I'm here.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Flop feels like he just got punched in the head. Who's shit talking, Duncan? You know what it is though, is Flop's not afraid to tell Duncan, you know, it seems like a normal conversation to me. Oh yeah. Hey, where are you?
Fuck you and fuck your chicken
Tips,
strips.
I don't want to hear it. I just
fuck your chicken strips.
Motherfucker, I was assisting with a 77. I'm not gonna drive all the way to.
You chicken
I'm
strips.
not gonna drive all the way to the fucking.
Oh, because I'm not
hospital.
worth it, right?
No,
Oh,
because an
okay.
officer
All right.
needs backup.
Uh-huh.
Your little feet fucking work. Start walking, pussy.
I already did.
Damn right you did, and I'm coming to pick your dumb ass up. You heard me, motherfucker.
Fucking chicken strips.
Goodbye. Isaac Hell, how you doing? Yeah, no, Flop doesn't care about, you know, breaking someone's heart. If someone's being unreasonable and irrational. So we talk about people picking seniors to do their thing, right? To make their complaints. A senior gave Flop advice, or sorry, a senior gave Duncan advice. Duncan took that. He didn't feel like it was valid advice. He tried to get the information, couldn't get the information, and then proceeded to call another senior to complain about it, in which Flop said, respectfully, I don't see the PD in that way. You see it that way because that's how you're perceiving it. And Flop just gave Duncan the cold hard truth on how he feels he's choosing this complaint. So it looks like senior shopping for what he's doing.
Got a Black Panther showing up at the park.
And the fact that he's not addressing the senior or having a conversation with the person, and Flop told him, speak with him like an adult.
Individuals got out.
You know, be an adult, stop being childish about it. If you have a problem, talk to the person. If failing to talk to them did not work and it was from a senior, Flop is simply saying, I can't do a fucking thing about that. Sounds like you need to go to a captain. And don't be worried about going to a captain over that. When they ask you, did you speak to a senior? Yes. You're next in chain of command. If you have a complaint about the way a senior did something, talk to a captain.
They're getting into what looks like a four-wheel off-road vehicle heading south on Joshua right now.
So
They dropped off a Panto and then
they also shut it down. Yeah, I mean, you know what it is though? Is it's just Flop's not dumb. He's not gonna entertain it if it doesn't need to be entertained. He doesn't like hearing no. That's not our problem. That's Duncan's problem, right?
The Razor.
So
I think I saw him.
it was like it looked like an SUV with kind of like widened wheels on it.
Yeah, I think I saw him.
your Uber's here.
Sorry, Tips. It's my turn with Mr. Flop.
That's my response.
You do hate me. I knew it.
I don't hate you.
All right, it's my turn with Mr. Flop.
You know I don't hate you.
Let me have 10 minutes at a traffic stop with you, Flop. Come on.
Dispatch 10-7 MRP.
I'm here to pick up tips.
What are you gonna do for 10 minutes?
We're going out. I gotta go get the car repaired and then I'm coming back and I'm parking it. Actually, Tips is getting the car repaired. Tips, get this fucking thing repaired.
Tips, get this fucking
Tips.
thing repaired.
Tips.
I guess it's you and me now.
Tips. $190 from 125.
Sorry.
You get your ass over here. You go get that fucking thing repaired.
It's gonna cost me like $5,000.
You wanted to take it out? You got it, boss.
What?
You're supposed to land on your wheels, Cornwood.
Come on.
Yeah, split it up.
I didn't want to take it out. It was
That's
my fault.
$5,000. I don't know.
Wait, does it even need a repair? Let me check.
Hello.
Bob, do you want to know what are the new prices for the one across?
I know what the new
got it
price
high-
is.
Yep, they got it up to $2,000.
Yep.
Looks fine to me.
Tips, that wasn't a question. Come on.
$2,000 for you, Tip.
I have to repair it anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
You have to repair it. Go get it checked out.
I might just
See?
break it a little more on the way.
See if that's okay. Fine. That's
I said I
that's
have
your
to repair
wallet.
it anyway, right?
That's your wallet.
Just have to repair it anyway. I might as well keep breaking it, right?
No, just go in and ask for a quick touch-up.
I don't want them to touch me up.
Oil change.
I don't want them to get in there.
You don't want them to touch your oil?
No, this is my precious oil.
Welcome to America, buddy. We love our oil.
Hello.
Hey there, officers.
Hello.
It is.
Needing a end of shift repair.
That's right.
Yeah,
All right.
I think I just need a quick touch-up.
You mean like just a simple repair, or?
Like an oil change if possible, if you think it needs it.
Yeah, I think we could definitely.
Oil
swing that, I think.
change, spark plugs, the whole.
Yeah, just
basics.
a basic touch-up.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Yeah, given that it's an A class, the general service wouldn't hurt it.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip in for a minute.
How much is it gonna run me?
It's gonna run you out 1,800, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll have to grab some chips.
That's painful.
All right, let me go ahead and get the parts, and we'll get started.
Hey, officer, you're going? Is that you?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Yes, please.
Doing good, doing good. How you doing tonight?
Oh, you know, my job.
How is your job tonight?
Sometimes it has its ups and downs.
That deep breath, I can that sounds a little exasperated. I'm sorry if you're having a rough night.
No, you know what? It's not even a rough day. It's a day. Sometimes things just come up.
Yep.
But
Well, know that both of you folks and you Flop, we always appreciate seeing you come around.
yeah, of course, absolutely. It's been a minute since I've been
Yeah.
in here. I haven't been on patrol recently.
Thank you, sir. What's your call sign?
Why not? You just been
190.
you been out of the city, or you just been too high up to actually drive around?
Yes and yes. I took a weekend LOA, and then when it came back, it was like I left for a month, and I had a month's worth of information dumped on me, and now I'm playing snorkel, trying to keep my snorkel above water.
And how's that going? Like 50-50?
I've swallowed water about 7 times now.
Well, I hope
I might be able to see it.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
hope
mind.
it improves quickly. I hope you have a good day. 'Cause,
You just want me to yell it out to you?
You've always
Yes,
been
I
one
can
of the
write it
nicest people I've ever,
All right,
one of the nicest officers. to talk to, so,
S09
I appreciate that.
I-
Thank you.
WTPOM.
I mean, there are a couple of you, from way back in the day that it's always nice to see back on duty.
Yeah, of course,
absolutely.
absolutely. I try and keep my head up. I try and keep positive.
I mean, heck, Lenny Hawk's back on the force.
Yeah, maybe.
I know Lenny's back around, and he's been good. Lenny's been a positive light, to say the least.
Although I would laugh if I got to see Kenny again. I hope his brother comes back at some point.
There is people think that they're related. Tips, who's the guy that's with Lenny a lot? Who,
Are you talking about Crane?
yeah. Declan, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
think they served in like a war together.
Okay, so Kenny is actually Lenny's brother. He wears a silver helmet, and he is a sight to behold. I hope he comes back sometime. He was a pip. Those two and Officer Andrews at the time, or Trooper Andrews at the time, were driving around in a car all the time, and they'd pull in, and I just wouldn't stop laughing during the entire time while we were repairing. They were just yelling at the top of each other, yelling at the top of their voice at each other. Good times, good times.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I
hey,
ever knew Kenny. I could be wrong.
Hey Decker, did you get your sequential back?
Oh yeah, I got it back.
Good.
He also, Officer Hawk did also buy a sequential for himself. He's going to come in here at the beginning of his shift with his whatever vehicle he has, asked to have it put in, and then at the end of the shift, take it out.
Oh, nice. I'm excited for him.
So we'll probably see him a lot.
Oh, that's good. It's always good to see officers come on by.
Yeah, he wants to test out every turbo, it seems like.
I think he and Cornwood should get together because they both like doing the same amount of science.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say Cornwood Part 2.
Turbo bros. Turbos.
Well, the
Turbos.
difference is- The only difference is that that Cornwood owns all of them, and he's just starting to buy them.
I think Cornwood's unironically going to be a millionaire one year because he's just going to fucking have so many turbos. And then one day I see turbos becoming scarce, and then he's just going to have a fuckload.
Yep, it's why I have a 99 on the shelf. I'm gonna just let that appreciate for like a half a year and see what it's worth.
I have a 99 turbo in my grime pounder. I'm just letting it sit there.
I might buy one just to you know, just to have it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, me
no,
too.
let's-
I don't even have a car, but I might just buy a turbo.
Yeah, honestly, when the high-end ones come in, it's at least worth grabbing one if you don't have one.
I can't believe that
of-
conversation
of-
lasted.
it's
Too late.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Put on the wax
So
after
frustrating.
I've always been interested in the theory of do the smaller turbos spool up faster and provide a smaller impact? Because that's how they should work compared to the larger ones. Larger ones have a larger turbine. It takes more kinetic energy to spool up, so the engine has to be hotter, running at more RPMs in order to spool that up. So the larger ones should provide a slower but more impact. So that you might only feel them on the highway, versus the smaller ones you'd feel
clean this bad
almost
boy up.
instantly and would be better in the city.
Thank you.
I wonder if that's how it translates to turbos that we get imported onto the island, or if they operate differently entirely.
Well, at some point, someone's gonna have to buy a 20 and find a vehicle that can actually benefit from it.
And actually like do the scientific experiment to see, to form the hypothesis.
My Saber, I can skip through the first 3 gears.
All right, good to go.
Awesome,
Thank you.
Fantastic.
All right.
I
thank y'all.
appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Stay safe.
You driving? Okay.
Forget to park her up when you get a chance.
Park her up imminently. The storm's coming.
Get some gas in it, and then we'll park it.
Huh?
We'll get some gas in it, and then we'll park it.
I can't hear you at all. I think that's how bad I'm experiencing things right now.
Let me drive. Oh my god, dude, he's fucked.
It's so bad for me, Flop.
I might make his game crash. I would not be surprised if Tips crash right now. More than 5 pounds of boost. I mean, it's still a roleplay server, right? We only have so many limitations we could actually do.
Fuck the south side.
I've been saying forever, fuck the south side. Not because I don't like the south side, just because I really hate patrolling the south side. Yeah, so overall, I think that phone call is a good telltale as to just where Flop's like true heart is in the PD right now. All right. Let's park this up and we'll go to the meeting.
Oof.
All right.
Oh, I figured out the blood shit.
The what?
I figured out the blood stuff.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so what's happening is officers are going to the hospital in order to clean up all the blood. It falls out of their pockets without them knowing. Doctors pick it up and they've been instructed to put it in dumpsters.
Oh, okay. That's actually good to know.
Yeah.
That works. Oh, man.
Is this the part where I die?
Maybe I'm walk with me. Okay, I gotta find Cornwood.
How to do it? Is it like a pattern?
So the only reason I noted it down. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're getting ready.
Can we talk about that last for a second? Hold on.
Are you moving?
No.
No, you can shoot. You can shoot. Don't worry.
I'll do it.
Going on 10.
I never know when it's time anymore. I'm too afraid to try.
Time for you to shut up.
Are you shooting?
Pussy.
Are you shooting?
Yeah, I'm shooting you in your face. Bang, bang.
And then my game crashed. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Dude, I'm hungry. I didn't eat today. I literally rolled out of bed, made coffee, and got on stream like a true streamer. My daily nutritional intake. Oh, that's a good sign. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, there we go. I ordered a calzone an hour ago. Don't tell me that. I've been trying to eat better. I need to go shopping is what I need to do. Ugh, do I want to go shopping on a fucking Sunday, though? God damn it. Add nicotine and it'd be a European breakfast. If I could have a cigar in the morning, every morning, I would sit outside, eat my breakfast, and have a cigar with a cup of coffee. And I'll tell you what, that would be a fucking morning for champions. For the record, I'm not encouraging smoking. It's a holiday Monday? What holiday is it? I'm going to be honest. People always get shocked when I ask what holiday's coming up. I am going to tell you now that actually does... Oh, it's President's Day. Okay, sorry. I have a calendar. Cigars are 10 times more likely to cause certain cancers than cigarettes. I'm not going to get into the conversation. All I'm going to say is that's not true. Per the FDA. Also, to kind of lay it out flat, I know that cigars are not good for me, but I have another reason for enjoying them. Meeting should be interesting today. I'm hoping Cornwood doesn't bring it up at the meeting. I'm gonna stop him if he does because I don't want I don't think we should be... I think it's okay for Cornwood to be frustrated. I don't think that he should be dogging on the liaison though. I don't think we should be dissing the liaison. So hopefully that doesn't happen during the meeting, but I guess we'll see. We got Wordle to do. I gotta get food too. I don't know what to eat. Am I still downloading? Okay, I am. Why was Johnson fired? He lied to high command, essentially, was the overall consensus, Neon. So essentially what happened was a situation happened. They had 4 statements from civilians and other people about a situation that happened. And when they questioned Johnson, I guess Johnson didn't give the full story. And they even asked him 2 separate occasions for the full context. And he left out, he claims he doesn't remember, you know, pieces. But on the same flip of the token, it remembers very specifically certain other, you know, events. So based on sort of just what the captains heard, they felt that he was purposely leaving out pieces. He was medically cleared as well. So it's like, essentially Johnson was fired due to lack of integrity. Drive a Zamboni. Zamboni sounds like such a fun job. Some AirPods in and just fucking cruise. I don't have the full story. I don't want the full story, but that's what we got. AirPods and drive in circles. It sounds like a blast to me. Boob noob can't keep getting away with this.
I'm gonna find this boob noob.
Dude, holy shit.
No.
We need some like Star Wars shit going on in the background.
Some Star Wars shit. Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh.
I have a better picture of porn.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Did you see I was cosplaying as a deer?
Who?
Me. I was cosplaying as a deer. Check this out.
When?
I have antlers.
You did this with 2 of Uncle Sora's wiener.
What do you mean? They're antlers.
That's your best cosplay.
Great. Mr. Rivola, is that you?
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing?
Hey, good to see ya.
What the fuck's been? What the fuck is this? The fuck is this? Someone die? Someone die?
No, I was cosplaying as a deer.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
I have antlers. Oh, Avola, just a heads up. Make sure you change your department to LSPD. And sign out and sign back in.
You don't need to sign out, sign back in because the color is the same.
Oh. Well, fuck. Cool.
So then why am I changing my department if the color is the same? The color is the same.
So
because it shows up different in dispatch. You're marked as SU in dispatch listing if you're not LSPD.
Oh, okay.
So it means you're at the bottom or at the top or whenever, however the system sorting works.
I see. I see.
I believe it's an announcement. I don't remember if it's still there though. Let me see. Should be.
I mean, I changed it. Like,
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's still there.
The recent announcement says, yeah.
Oh shit, Wordle. Hold on.
This is about a week old, but did they really need to throw out a statement that they fired a guy?
Holy shit!
Like, isn't this thing about integrity? Isn't this kind of supposed to be baseline shit? Baseline shit?
Yeah. It's baseline. I think just kind of, I think the purpose of the announcement was so people were all aware of it.
Shit.
Yeah, LDR, don't do dumb shit.
Oh, thank you, captains. I'm now aware that I shouldn't be falsifying my reports, falsifying my... Oh, God, I guess I got to go back and tell the truth on everything. Fuck, man, I thought I could get away with it, but I guess if they're checking for integrity, Thank you.
Grind is
Captain,
not
for
a
fucking
word?
Putting this out,
Really?
Putting this out.
Fuck.
What is this? What is this thing about a spicky? Is this something that? Wait, so we're taking keys off people?
We're
or are we
not
just
taking keys.
marking-
We're documenting it.
The same guy.
We're
Is it the one
documenting
you were
keys
talking
on people.
earlier?
So some people
Yeah.
have keys to properties.
Oh, but they're not the owners, not the
they're
owners.
they're not the
I
owners.
wanted
Yeah.
to talk to
So
the senior about it.
Do the keys say what property it goes to? Property it goes to?
No.
Mm-mm.
We have no information in those kind of situations beyond this person has a key.
Okay, I'm gonna look. I'm just gonna call it out. Just call it out. Why do we give a fuck if someone has a key? Has a key?
Because knowing if somebody has access to a property is very valuable information.
it's more evidence than it is anything.
Yeah.
Hey, we've evidently seen this person park in front of this property. Hey, here they are entering and exiting.
Oh, what are we fucking Big Brother now? Just like, hey, what houses can you access? Can you look? I
Avola, the whole
I
point
don't
of
give
our
a fuck. I
job
don't
is to
give a
gather
fuck.
information and build evidence. If someone's doing something illicit or illegal,
We're not fucking detectives. Fucking detectives. Like, if they
not
want
all of
people to
us
be,
are. We are to
no-
protect
well,
and
no
serve.
One is. No
Some
one
people are.
is.
Avola,
Nah, no one's a
there's
detective,
no
one's a
harm in
detective.
gathering information.
That's what you think. That's what you think.
That's what I know, Avola.
Well, are we doing this roof thing already?
We don't need to do the fucking roof thing. I already talked about it.
Are we good?
Look, sometimes getting information we're good. Look, getting information is only this is how people get whacked. Look, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. But I don't know. Like, some people probably don't like it if he's like, "Oh, you got a key. Where's it to? Where's it to?" I don't know. It just seems like it's a fucking key. Like if someone goes down to Home Depot, we just gonna be waiting at the exit. Pull them up for a traffic stop. Hey, what keys you get copied? What keys you get copied? Like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of extra work.
It's really not a lot of extra work. How often do you find spare keys on people?
How often am I looking for spare keys? Looking for spare keys.
Oh,
Why do I give a fuck if someone has a key?
That announcement has been out for a couple days now, and we've only got, I think, 4 people on that list.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because
It's
people
not.
don't give a fuck about a key.
I don't know about that.
I don't give a fuck.
There you go. See, he doesn't give a fuck about a key about it. He knows where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I see his fucking. I see his point.
Look, if that's what the job is going to be, obviously going to do what the capo say.
Well, if you're gonna do what they say, I mean,
what's the point?
Then bring it up with the captains. I'm telling you, man, this has been brought up.
I'm not trying to get whacked over documenting a key.
You're not getting whacked over documenting a key.
That's what you think. That's what you're saying.
Well, I appreciate how passionate you are.
You know what? It's only something that happens that's like, okay, who knows that we got a key to the house? Oh, hey, I know Vola. He knows I had a key the other day. Oh, put him on the list. Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't these usually mean stop by now?
It's
Give it a few
20
Yeah,
after,
we
I
give it a
think.
couple minutes.
20 after what the? I'm glad I get paid by the fucking hour, by the hour. 20 after. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, me too. Dude, something I wanted to kind of bring up real quick is a question for all of you, I guess. We've seen this gentleman wearing the same goddamn shit at every laundromat robbery for the past few days. And it's the same guy. How do we feel about putting together a report and just making him the primary target of like a next laundromat call if we see him again?
I mean, I don't see an issue with it. We had a situation where a guy was in uniform, in an outfit at a bank. We had to commandeer a vehicle for him because he first said Hellcat or the hostage dies. I said, okay, touch the hostage, I shoot you. We got him a vehicle, we flagged it, we commandeered. We then later found him wearing the same uniform in the same vehicle and had enough PC to make the arrest on him for the incident earlier, but not enough for a warrant.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't see an issue with it. If you can identify clothing and factors about the person, and maybe make a note of him.
Yeah, green ring on the left hand, jacket.
Yeah.
Hat. Yeah.
Okay, I'll fucking bet. Let's say we catch this guy. Catch the. You charge him for every laundromat robbery just based off
No,
the
just
outfit,
for the
based off
one, make him the
outfit?
primary target. You know, we can't exactly prove that it was him,
Okay, that's what
but
I'm
if we
asking,
catch
that's
him
what
for
I'm
that
asking.
instance, right, we can still charge him.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think it's okay to prioritize.
Yeah, just make sure if you catch him, you see if he's got a spare key on him.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with this door?
All right. Well, I just wanted to field that.